Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a girl named Chisom. She wasn't like the others. A dark scar ran from her forehead down to her cheek, which she always covered with an eye patch. The scar was from an accident when she was little, an accident nobody liked to talk about. Her father, Papa Obina, a strong man with oil stained hands, always reminded her, Chisom, beauty is not in the face, beauty is in the heart. Papa Obina worked tirelessly as a mechanic so that Chisom could go to school. But at school, no one cared about beauty in the heart. The children laughed at her, they pointed, they whispered. Look at her face, one girl giggled. She looks like a broken pot, a boy added. The worst of them all was Emeka, the school's golden boy. Rich, popular, and surrounded by friends, his father, Chief Dyke, owned the biggest supermarket in town. Every day, Emeka made fun of her. Dirty Chisholm, why do you even come to school? You look like a monster. Did your father fix your face like he fixes cars? His friends roared with laughter. Chisholm said nothing, but inside she was breaking. The lunchroom humiliation. One hot afternoon, Chisholm saved enough money to buy a special meal, fried rice and chicken. As she carried her tray into the crowded cafeteria, she didn't notice the puddle of water Emeka and his friends had left on her seat. The moment she sat down, splash, the whole cafeteria went silent. Then laughter, loud and cruel. Big Chisholm peed herself, Amika's voice boomed. Chisholm's face burned, her heart pounded, her hands trembled, but slowly she stood. She faced Amika and said calmly, I may be wet, but at least I'm not drowning in arrogance like you. The room froze. Amika's grin disappeared. Chisholm picked up her tray, her back straight, and walked out. But inside, her heart was breaking. Mud and mockery. The next week, after a heavy rain, the schoolyard was filled with puddles. Chisholm walked carefully, clutching her books, but as she turned the corner, there was Emeka and his gang. They cornered her. Amika shoved her hard. She stumbled and fell face first into the mud. Now your ugly face matches the ground. Emeka laughed. Mud dripped from her hair and her clothes. Tears filled her eyes, but she stood up. She walked away. She did not cry. Something inside her cracked that day, something important. Mrs. Enina's gift. That evening, behind the school building, Chisholm wept. An old woman approached. It was Mrs. Enina, the school cleaner. Why are you crying, my child? She asked. Chisholm told her everything. Mrs. Nina reached into her bag and handed Chisholm a small jar. Rub this on your scar every night, she whispered. And when someone insults you, just say thank you. Chisholm frowned. Say thank you? How would that stop Emeka? But she nodded. She had nothing left to lose. That night, under the silver moonlight, Chisholm rubbed the ointment on her scar. It tingled. It smelled of crushed leaves and something bitter. The next morning, she entered school. The whispers started. There was Emeka waiting. Hey, Big Chisholm, did your face melt off yet? Chisholm smiled. Thank you. The hallway froze. Emeka blinked, confused. Chisholm walked past him, calm and proud. Something about her shook him, and something dark began to stir. The next day, Emeka was absent. Whispers filled the school. Where was he? By the third day, the principal called his home. What they found shocked everyone. Emeka was bedridden, weak, swollen, silent. Doctors could not cure him. Pastors prayed. Herbalists tried. Nothing worked. Chief Dyke and Mama Emeka wept bitterly. Their pride and joy was wasting away. One day, Mama Emeka went to the market searching for stronger medicine. There she met Iyangozi, an old beggar woman. Iyangozi grabbed her wrist and whispered, Your son's illness is not natural. Unless the girl he wronged forgives him, he will not be well. Mama Emika's heart stopped. Which girl? Desperate, Chief Dyke and Mama Emika rushed to Principal Okafor. He sighed and said, Emika has hurt many, but the one he hurt the most is Chisom. Without wasting time, they went to Chisom's home. Papa Obina stood in his workshop wiping his hands. What brings you here? Mama Emika fell to her knees. Please beg your daughter to forgive our son. Chisom stood at the doorway, arms crossed, her heart pounding. Her father spoke gently. My child, no one deserves to suffer like this, even your enemy. Chisom exhaled slowly. I will forgive him, but on one condition: he must leave the school and never bully anyone again. They agreed immediately. Chisom closed her eyes and whispered, I forgive you, Amika. That night, Emika stirred. By morning, his fever broke. By the second day, he could walk. By the third day, he could speak. Emika had been given a second chance, and he would never forget it. His parents withdrew him from the school. Emika never bullied another soul. At school, things changed. No one whispered about Chisholm's scar anymore. They whispered about her strength. They watched her with respect. Chisholm was no longer just the girl with the scar. She was the girl who forgave and the girl who held the quiet power of a storm. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring African tales.